Ultimate Tribe, is the girl Miss Abby here. How are you doing? I hope you've been having an awesome day. If you're new to this channel, my name is Abby and it's so good to have you here. I hope that by the end of this video you'll be encouraged, you will like what you see, and you want to be part of the Ultimate Tribe. To all my existing subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. You're very welcome back to this channel. You already know the vibe, you already know what we do on this channel. So without any further ado, as you can see from the topic on the video, I want to share some of the experiences I went through having had COVID, and encourage you. So without any further ado, let's dive right into the video. Unless you're living under a rock, I'm pretty sure by now you know that we're going through a global pandemic, right? So it all started 2020, when the whole thing came to the UK, trying to isolate, social distance, etc., trying to do what is needed. I was blessed to be working from home. I was living in Birmingham at the time as well, and I had my church family, which they are amazing, by the way. So a big shout out to Royal House Chapel, Birmingham. You guys are amazing, doing what I need to do, washing my hands, hand sanitizer, staying away from people, etc. When the vaccines came out, I was just literally praying and thinking and trying to decide whether I needed to take it, what was happening. I was so confused, I'm not even going to lie. Like, I was in such like a conflicted state that I didn't know if I wanted to take a vaccine or not. Usually, having my family in London, and I was in Birmingham at the time, every so often I come to see them for a weekend and things like that, which is cool. I think I came home on a Friday evening, I believe it was. So Saturday I went out filming, everything was fine. So then when I came home, and that night it was like, I think my sister, she was going through a phase, let's just put it that way. One of my sisters was going through a phase, so I couldn't sleep in her room. So I then slept in the living room, which is fine. Like, I've done it in the past. It's not a big deal. Like, it's, and as long as you have a roof over your head, right? The house was so hot that day. I opened the window and I forgot to close it, so I slept with the window open all through the night. So I woke up Sunday morning and I'm coughing, and I'm thinking, oh, have I got a cold? Like, yo, what is this? I had the best time in London at the time, to be honest with you. I went to so many places because we moved from Woodring area to East London as well. So I explored my time whilst I was in London, and obviously I was still maintaining social distance. And the funny thing is that I saw this queue of people who were taking vaccines, and I was thinking, should I know? I was still confused. I didn't know if I should be here or not. I just left it because I'm the kind of person, if I'm not sure of something, I don't really do it. I'm just like, nah. I came back to Birmingham in one piece, I think that's what. And my friend was living with me in that house. So because it was a shared house again. She was taking one of the other rooms, and I was taking one of the other rooms, and there was someone else in the other room. So she was living with me at the time, and I think maybe 2 days later or something, she noticed things that were not right with me, and I didn't see it. I just thought it was just cough, headache, maybe it was the weather, maybe it was this, maybe it was that, you know what I mean? So I asked her to go buy me medicine, which she did. Thank God for a friend like that, because I was working out from home, so I couldn't go out like that, you know what I mean? And I was like, if I'm having this cold, and it was cold at the time, I didn't want to make it worse, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to make it worse, so I just, sent her to do certain things for me, and she did. So a huge shout out to my girl, man. You are amazing. Like, honestly, what you did for me, I can't, words are not enough to express my gratitude. I noticed as well that I started getting weak, and I started getting really tired, and I thought it was work that was stressing me out. I came to work that day and I was having a massive banging headache, like, and I was coughing, like it was just weird, and I was like, this is not normal. Why is this not working? But I was taking lozenges and I was taking cough medicines and stuff like that, and that was what would have usually, sort it out in a couple of days from in the past. I was so weak, and I had this guy I was talking to at the time as well, and whenever he wants to call me and he calls me and like, oh babe, I'm really tired, and then he's like, did you go to the farm? What did you do? I'm so tired. I'm like, I don't know, I'm just really tired, I'm weak, I'll call you later, da 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 da. And we're like, okay, cool, fine. So we end the call and that's done, right? This is me. I haven't eaten for almost a whole day, and she'll go and buy stuff and then cook stuff and she'll bring it to me. I'll probably only have like 2 or 3 spoons and like, I'm tired, I'm not hungry, kind of thing. The thing is that I could taste food, I could, smell things. So it didn't occur to me that it might have been COVID or whatever. At this time as well, I was planning on moving out of the house I was in. I had just had enough, okay? I'll talk about that in an upcoming video maybe, if you guys want to hear more about shared accommodation as an adult. Let me know in the comments below. By the way guys, if you are enjoying this content, then I want you to leave a like so I know you're enjoying this kind of content, and you also let YouTube know that you like this content, and they can also show it to other people who would hopefully like it and be encouraged by it as well. Okay, so like I said, at this time I was packing, or supposed to be packing, so I had only done 1 suitcase, and I still had my kitchen to like empty stuff and my other clothes to sorted and stuff. When I tell you I was so weak, like I literally couldn't move much. I would just be rolling on the floor. I was so tired, my head was hurting, it was just banging. I was like, what is this? It's so weird. And this is the thing, like I was always talking to my family like every day usually, or every other day, and I hadn't spoken to them for like maybe 3 or 4 days. And one time my mom messaged me, she was like, oh, you tested positive for COVID. I was like, what? Like, it didn't sink in, like I couldn't believe it. So that's why I didn't even tell my friend at the time that she tested positive for COVID, and I was just stressed out, and it was like the way everything was happening. She was shouting. She's not a bad person, it's just obviously she was upset and everything that was happening at the time, trying to figure out what the heck is going on, and she was traveling at the time as well. When my family couldn't get in contact with me, my sister literally called the police and asked them to come and check if I was okay and stuff. So this is my beef again about the police in this country called the United Kingdom. So they came, they saw me in my room. They saw like the way I was talking. I was on the bed talking, like I literally was so weak, honestly. They were asking me questions. They were like, oh, your family are worried about you, you need to get in contact with them, blah blah blah. Cool, calm, okay. So when they left, my friend took my phone, because she's been praying obviously, and God asked her to do certain things, which is cool. This is what I'm telling you, this God that I said, he's just too much. So I had the swabs done, I did the test 3 times, 3 separate occasions, guys, and it all came out negative, right? My sister had planned to come and help me pack, because I was meant to leave at the end of July, so she had planned to come and help me pack so that, we can get in the moving van. I had already arranged the moving van and everything, already arranged everything, right? I had the money ready and everything. So my sister came that night, and I'm telling you, I was so weak here. I was so weak. I couldn't even climb the stairs like that, but I literally crawled down the stairs, right? And I fortunately helped her, to find my house, because where I lived at the time, it's not like it was hard to find, but if you don't know the area, you wouldn't know where to go. So she came, and then she saw the way I was. I literally lay down on the couch and couldn't even climb back upstairs. And basically, she took my phone, called the moving van guy, cancelled the van, and explained that I'm not well, that I couldn't travel. So she called the ambulance as well, and the ambulance came like early hours in the morning, maybe around 5 or something, and I was literally wearing like, let's just call it bomb shorts and a very tiny top, you know. I couldn't even do anything, I literally couldn't do anything. But anyway, my sister, she is amazing. I love this girl from the bottom of my heart. Like, she had work to do, you know, in London, but she literally sacrificed and came all the way to Birmingham just to help me and, you know, take care of me. And Courage, if you're watching this, I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for everything that you did, the sacrifices that you made to take care of your big sister in a different city. Thank you so much. Before the ambulance came, they were trying to ask me questions over the phone, and I couldn't even I couldn't even respond. Oh, and also forgot to mention that the night before, like when I slept in the middle of the night, right, I woke up and I threw up, but it wasn't like throwing up stuff, it was like liquid that came out of my mouth, which was weird, and I was like, this is not normal. So she called the ambulance that day when she came, and then they came like the following morning, maybe around 4 or 5 or something like that, right? They did all the tests that they did, and based on the expression, they were like, you have to come in to the hospital with us. So like, cool. So my sister already packed my bags and everything, and you know, to the ambulance because of COVID restrictions. Obviously, she couldn't come with me, which was understandable. It was hard, but it was understandable. This woman came and she asked me questions that didn't make sense. She was like, oh, have you ever had kidney problems in the past? What happened? Like, she was asking me about medical history and all sorts. I'm like, no, there's none of that ever. I'm not the kind of person that falls sick. Like, none of that ever happened to me in my life, you know. So eventually, when they did all this tests and they were ruling out this and that, like, guys, when I tell you I couldn't even eat myself, it was just. And they had to put a catheter in, and when that happened, I was just like, what is happening to me? Like, what is this? You know? And I don't remember what happened. Like a week had passed, and then I woke up and I saw myself in the ICU, this intensive care unit. Like, I don't know what happened to me, if I'm being honest with you. There's like a gap of what happened. So I looked at my phone, because my sister brought my phone with me as well. I looked at my phone and I saw like missed calls from people from church, messages and all this kind of thing. And when I opened my eyes, I saw a message from my auntie in America, my uncles, my cousins, so many people. And I was like, I had like a little bit of strength to reply. I remember replying to my sister, and she was like, "Yay, you're alive!" And then when I replied to my auntie was like, "Oh my God, like, you scared all of us. You know, the whole family's been praying for you. You scared all of us." Just I was just like, "What is happening?" Like, I woke up, like, blood was on my body, like so much stuff. It was just. So they had to put a PIC line in so that they can put me on dialysis, right? Essentially, that's what happened. So I was in dialysis, you know, for so long. Eventually, after like a while of being in ICU, they moved me to a COVID ward. So I was there, and that was where essentially I was supposed to stay there and recover. So I was there, and what I used to do every night, I would listen to Apostle General preaching, even though I didn't have my headphones, and then I would listen to so many wonderful preachers, my pastor. You know, I would try to connect when I could. You know, all these people. I needed to build my faith, and I just want to say a big shout out to my friend Becky. This girl is amazing. She's like a sister to me. It's like even though she couldn't, like, she was in past version, she had her own health issues, right? She was like, every day she would call me or she would text me, she would send me scriptures, she would voice note me prayers over my life. I'll play and listen to it, obviously confirming it by saying amen and my faith good. And one thing I kept telling myself whilst I was in hospital was, it is well with my soul. I kept saying, though he slay me, still I will trust him. Because I knew one thing about this God is, if he allowed me to stay in that hospital bed, it was for a reason and it was for a purpose. Guys, if you are loving this video, please leave it a thumbs up and let me know that you love it. And whilst you're there, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Join the Similar Tribe, because we are an incredible family and we'll keep growing together and keep impacting the world. So many people think that this virus is fake, right? If you're not careful, this virus might take you alive, but the fact I am standing here today is nothing short of God's mercy upon my life. Like, honestly, most of you don't know, but my full name is actually Victory. That's my first full name, and my second full name is Eberichukwu. Now, obviously, Victory, you know what victory already means. Eberichukwu means the mercies of Almighty God. And whilst I was in hospital, I reminded myself of that. And a big shout out to my mom. This woman is incredible. She is my rock. I'm telling you, she kept encouraging me every single day. Like, she kept on like asking me questions like, how am I doing, what's going on. Like, she was telling me, remember what your name is, remember that God gave me my name even before I was conceived, right? That was the name that God gave to me, that, and there was a reason for that. So I kept telling God, my name is Victory, I am victorious. I was taking my faith, I was declaring things over myself. I said, no, Satan, you are not taking my life out. I am not done on this earth. God said he was going to give me fullness of life, a life that would overflow. This is not my fullness of life. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I will stay in that bed and I will cry, but when I try to cry, the tears will not flow. When I try to cry, the tears will not flow, guys. Will not flow. Obviously, so many things happen that I can't explain in this video because we would be here forever. I remember having a dream one day whilst I was still in hospital that I couldn't even move at that time, right? And I literally saw myself playing with my dog. It was so crazy because, like, I woke up and I wanted to cry because I was still in bed, and I was like, no, I need to have faith that I was going to get out of that hospital bed. And you know, here I am today. God is amazing. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so that, you know, YouTube will know that people like content like this, people like channels like this, and they will promote it to other people that will benefit. I want to say a very big thank you to Royal House Chapel, Birmingham. A very big thank you to Royal House Chapel International. A huge thank you to Apostle General Sam Country Anchor and Reverend Mrs. Rita Country Anchor. A big shout out to Reverend Sebastian Eugene Finkblum, and a big shout out to Reverend Mrs. Daisy Eugene Finkblum. These people have been amazing. They have been incredible. Like, it's very important to find a church and connect with the church, right? It's very important to have spiritual parents, spiritual guidance, spiritual covering, because I know for a fact that they've all been praying for me. I know for a fact that my family has been praying for me, both my immediate family and extended family all over the world, and my friends have been praying for me. Also, a big shout out to Pastor Chido Gideon and Pastor Fiona Robinson. A big shout out to my friend as well, Becky. You guys have been beyond incredible. I have no words to describe how I feel right now, and I am so grateful to God Like, he brought you guys into my life. A very, very big thank you, because and the most thanks goes to Almighty God. Without him, I would not be standing here. I might have been dead, because 2015 I had an immune disease, which also affected, the way that my body was fighting this virus. It was totally compromised. Like, I should not be here right now, based on statistics. Like, I have high blood pressure, and I had other, sicknesses that I might tell you about one or two in upcoming videos. I don't know yet. But I had all these problems, and yet God was so merciful to allow me to come out of that hospital. God is so merciful and loving to give me another chance. And a big thank you also goes out to Ebenezer and also to Ben. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all the prayers and all the encouragement and everything that you guys have done. If you want to see more videos about faith, lifestyles, encouraging videos, advice videos, then don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you will be notified every time I post a new video. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? You know you want it, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I am sure you will not regret it at all. Until next time, when I come your way again, remember that God is great. He has a purpose for your life, and there's no devil in hell that can change it without God allowing it to happen. Okay? If He brought you to it, better believe He will bring you out of it, and it will be for His glory. Until next time, when I come your way again, I am always your girl, Miss Abby.
When the lights turn out